Hi guys, Pauly here. Welcome to episode 2 of Pauly to Glory. So, first of all, I'm obviously going to start with a bit of a recap on what I've done today. So, coming off the back of yesterday's episode, the pack we opened in the end, the numbers on all of the cards added together to be 136, which worked out at just over 2 hours worth of sort of cardio and stuff like that. So throughout the day today, I ended up spending about an hour and 10 minutes out in the garden. Basically, I had some stuff I needed to dig up, some stuff I needed to sort out. So obviously that was a big part of it. And this series is not fully based around like that full-on fitness attitude. It's basically a self-improvement situation, and of course getting stuff done, not like day-to-day chores and stuff, but getting stuff done that I otherwise could have maybe ignored is a big part of that. And of course, gardening in the grand scheme of things is actually very sort of cardio based anyway, a lot of digging and stuff like that. And then in the end, I went for a sort of 1 hour bike ride, which was very nice. It was a pretty warm day, so the bike ride's always really chill for me. I do like getting out on the bike. So I did my cardio, and also shortly after I woke up, I ended up getting the mats out and doing. I think what I ended up doing was a sets of squats, sets of sit-ups, sets of push-ups, and then some dumbbell curls to make up for the, I think it was around 240 reps of general workout. So yeah, so that was what I did today. So obviously that then fulfilled everything. Now about 2 hours ago I did my insanity workout. Today was day 2, which was the cardio power and resistance, which really was painful. It really hurt. My calves are on fire. I remember from the last time I did insanity that obviously your calves just absolutely killing you is basically a mainstay for the first week or so. So that's something that I have to obviously take into account. But that can obviously be fixed with, making sure that I stretch regularly. I'll probably do a set of stretches before I go to sleep after I record this. And yeah, the other thing that I did realize that I didn't mention was kind of like my current weight. So, for reference, about 2 weeks ago, I weighed about 17 stone. It was one of the biggest I'd ever been. Um, I currently weigh about 15 and a half, which my set of scales that I have comes in at about 100 kilos. Pretty much bang on. I'm pretty much bang on 100 kilos. So that's a good starting point for all of this. So bear those numbers in mind. Hopefully, in 3 weeks' time, we'll see a noticeable difference in that. However, one thing that I am being very particular about is that the insanity workout is also about cardio and building muscle in certain places, which means that you don't always burn off as quickly as maybe you'd like. And to be honest, one thing I will say to people is that when you're doing stuff like this, don't always pay attention to the scales. The scales will sometimes ruin your like your interest in doing it simply because you feel that you're not losing it fast enough, when actually your body is changing. It's just you changing in different ways. So that's one thing that you have to keep into account. But yeah, so today's been a pretty good day, but I do ache, and I get a strange feeling it's probably going to be worse tomorrow, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the first week to 2 weeks of any fitness journey is always the hardest part of it. And it's simple as that. But anyway, what we're going to do today is quite late. It's currently 2 a.m. here. And I don't want to drag this on for too long. I did get some feedback from one of my very good friends that, I should try and keep these videos a little bit shorter. So today we're going to follow a similar plan to yesterday, simply because I've had stuff that I needed to do. And I've got 14 player picks, and then I also have the 85 times 10 pack that I'm going to open. Now, because today's going to be a bit of a shorter video, what I'm going to do is hopefully we get some good fodder. And then what I will do is for tomorrow, I might craft both of the icon picks just to have, and then I will add some gameplay into it as well. These player picks that I do have are mostly crafted 82 pluses. However, also in there is the 86 plus, which was a daily SBC today, and also the 85 plus, which is from the Bundesliga Cup. One piece of advice I would give everyone for the Bundesliga Cup: if you have completed the Silver Stars Makuku card, he is the best striker the Bundesliga has to offer for that cup. He's incredible, and he's carried me incredibly hard. But I digress. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the picks, and we're going to do the same thing as yesterday. So the accumulated number from these picks will be what basically decides our reps for tomorrow. So we'll start with the 82s and then we'll move on afterwards. So we do get Marino, a very useful card for fodder, and obviously, a reasonable rating. We get Canales. Now, Canales is actually, I do love this card. For the longest time, I actually used him as a central midfielder. We get Harry Kane. Quite interesting that they took his inform out of packs. Parejo, some very good fodder here, and obviously those Spanish links are going to be very useful for certain parts of the icon SBCs. Marcus Llorente, you don't see this card very often. I can remember him being very expensive when he came out, so very happy with that. He's a very handy card to have. Tyrone Mings, good fodder, and also quite useful because as you know, with 90 cards, I don't have to add numbers together. So, I only have to add 9 when I'm working out my reps. What's that? We do get a duplicate Coutinho, so I am going to take him. That Coutinho card is very good. If you have him in your club, I would strongly advise giving him a go. We get Lafont. These player picks, I love these player picks. They're so good. Visca, very high rated and a very useful card. It's a shame that he's not got at least 5-star skill moves or 5-star weak foot. What are we going to get here? We get duplicate Gucci Max. That is actually crazy. Why couldn't they have given me Dembele? I mean, I'm happy with that. That's great, but unfortunately he is a duplicate. We will take Axel Witsel. Another team of the season. We get Todibo. Handy card to have, but there's obviously much better cards available to you. Okay, so this is the 86 plus. So we get Canales. Joe, what? I'm going to take Hugo Lloris just because obviously Canales would be a duplicate because we've already taken one. And then we have got one more pick. So that was the 86 plus, which is from the daily SBC. And this is obviously from the Bundesliga. I swear we got Oscar yesterday. So we take a decision between Mukhtar and Laporte. I think, to be honest, as much as I'd love to have Mukhtar in the club, I'm going to take Laporte just because he's better fodder. So we will send them through. So we then have to make a decision on what we're going to do with St. Max and Coutinho. I think what I'll do is I'll go throw together a section of the icon SBC. So what I'll do is I'll go put these guys into the icon SBC. We'll come back and then we'll have a couple of packs to open along with the 85 times 10 that was released today. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we're back and we are going to submit this team in. So we're going to get rid of Coutinho and St. Max along with a load of our gold rares. So we'll get that, and that's the 88 section of one of the icon SBCs done. I love icon SBCs. You guys will work that out very quickly. So I need to send those 2 cards to the club. Get our useful cards back with our chem styles. So as of right now, we've got these 3 packs. Like I said, these are just random packs. I'm just going to open them. They're going to have no bearing. So we do get boards out of this, but it's, like I said, I actually say that at this point, boards are actually quite useful. So we get Moreno back. Quite good that we just put him into that SBC. These 2 packs, I believe, are both from the SBCs that gave tokens, which were actually quite expensive. So we're going to get Suarez, but not the good Suarez. Bless him, I didn't mean that. I'm sure Getafe Suarez is very nice. Lovely guy. And we're just going to get loads of... He's actually tradable, which is very good. We get to save him. We'll use him to build some upgrades at some point and then put him back into the club. What do we get out of this? We get another walkout. Very nice. That's probably going to be Verratti. Yeah, Verratti. I don't think Verratti's actually had any special cards this year, funnily enough. Well, he's had like SBCs. And well, that's not a bad pack, to be brutally honest. I don't think this guy's going to have... he's probably got a little bit of value. I think there might have been one of the daily SBCs recently has caused weird, or like common nation but weird league cards to go up in value. So now we're going to open our 85 rare player 10 pack. Now I believe this is basically going to be, as I would expect to be, as good as the 10 footies pack that we opened yesterday. And like I said, this will basically dictate the amount of cardio that we end up doing tomorrow. I'm probably going to go for a long walk. I really fancy a long walk tomorrow, so you know, a 2-hour walk, I'll take that. So what do we get? So it's a team of the season nearly always going to be first out. That's going to be Hamzik. He is 94 rated, but Lord have mercy, no one wants to see Hamzik. I don't think I've ever played against him. And what do we get? So that is abysmal. My good God. I mean, why are you putting Orban in packs? It's freaking August. I mean, I guess Thiago, it's useful fodder. It is good fodder. I tell you what I'm going to do. I don't want to end on that. That was awful. I'm going to go and build one of the icon picks right now. That's what we're going to end on. So I'll be right back with an icon pick. Okie dokie. So I've crafted the icon moments pick. I didn't have to spend any coins. It was literally just using stuff I had in the club. And there's still some stuff left over that I've not used, which is great. Sets up amazingly for tomorrow. So I quickly did the calculations on the picks and the pack. And what we've got at the moment is 167 reps. And we have 124 minutes of cardio, and obviously this does not include the insanity workout that we do as standard anyway. Now 167 reps, I kind of feel that's a little bit on the low side. So what I'm going to do is that if we get a pick out of this from if the player we end up taking is from a major nation, I will add 50 reps on. If the player we end up taking is from a non-major nation, I will add 100 on. Now, bearing in mind that I have a lot of icons in my club, so, you know, there is actually more chance I end up taking a minor nation player. But let's see. I don't know. Should I do... I tell you what, we will do one, because I've not had the opportunity to do one of these in absolutely ages because I've not been streaming. I will do a reveal. So the pack should now be open. Now, ideally, what I don't want to see is 3 duplicate Lovely. All right. So either way, we know who we're taking. There's only one option here. So let's take a look, shall we? So this player, who was it? Okay, Georgie Best. Now I'm pretty sure I've had George Best before, and he's always in that slot. France. We get Canada. Okay, so this is the Manchester United pack, is it? Lovely. All right, so who's the player that we're actually going to be taking? Don't. That looks awful. I don't like that stuff. I I don't mind that. That is making me feel physically sick, and it is Del Piero. Okay, fair enough. I mean, what? So that means we're being forced to take Del P, who is obviously from Italy, who is a major. So what I will do is I will be adding 50 reps on to that, which takes it up to around 200 odd, which is not too bad. I mean, Del P is just not a good. Well, he's not a bad card, and I mean, if I was ever to throw together a Juventus past and present team, which I am, there is a good chance that I might do. That would be the worst thing, but obviously he's not the kind of player that you're actively looking for. And then just to finish everything off, it's going to be a little bit anticlimactic, but we do have 3 packs in the store, which is obviously the 3 remaining packs from the doing the icon SBC. So anything nice out of this, we do get Ginter. It's always Ginter. Not bad, to be honest. He is good fodder. He's useful if there are requirements for oh, Rodrigo. I tell you what, I've not packed Rodrigo in ages. Get rid of the Argentina Tifo. I can't imagine that sells for that much. Premium mixed players pack. See if we get anything useful in this. Something nice to sell would be absolutely outstanding. A Vinny J would be quite nice. Simply because obviously we've got him untradeable, so packing cards that you've got tradable is always very nice. And no, we don't get anything out of this. Anyway, guys, so tomorrow is going to be 200 plus reps again, around 2 hours of cardio. I think that's probably going to be around the standard unless we hit some absolutely monster players, your Sergio Ramoses and whatnot. But anyway, like I said, I hope you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying doing this just to actually keep myself up to date on how things are going. But yeah, I will speak to you tomorrow. Look after yourself, stay safe, guys, and yeah, have a good day.